How's it going, everybody? So let's continue with the King James and Mark 6. And she came in straightway with haste unto the king, and she asked, saying, I will thou give me by and by in a charger the head of John the Baptist. And the king was exceedingly sorry, yet for his oath's sake and for their sakes, which sat with him, he would not reject her. And again, this kind of all goes back to the Babylon system that Daniel was under. Let it be so written, a law of the Medes and the Persians that changeth not. So when you made an oath like that, you could not go back on it. Even the king, when he decreed a law, he could not change it. Or when he made a decree or whatever it is I'm trying to think of. So immediately the king set an executioner and commanded his head to be brought. And he went and beheaded him in prison and brought his head in a charger and gave it to the damsel. And the damsel gave it to her mother. And when his disciples heard it, they came and they took up the corpse and they laid it in a tomb. And the apostles gathered themselves together unto Jesus and told him all things, both what they had done and what they had taught. And he said unto them, Come ye yourselves apart into the desert place and rest a while. For were many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat. And they departed into the desert place by ship privately. The people saw them departing, and many knew him, and ran afoot thither out all cities, and outwit them, and came together unto him. And Jesus, when he came out, saw much people, and was moved with compassion toward them, because they were as sheep, not having a shepherd, and he began to teach them many things. All right, let's move on to Revelation. And the second angel sounded, and as it were, a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood, and the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. And the third angel sounded, and there were a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon a third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star was called Wormwood, and the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. Again, this is all the wrath of God after the Lord stops the great tribulation. And a fourth angel sounded, and a third part of the sun was smitten, and a third part of the moon, and a third part of the stars, and a third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard a voice of an angel flying in the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, 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 unto the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels, which are yet to sound. Sorry, I'm in such a hurry. I'll tell you tomorrow. Love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.